I lied on my resume because I was getting desperate. I recently graduated from grad school, and I am looking for a job. So far, the job search is going horribly and I haven't gotten any offers. I read somewhere on LinkedIn that the way companies are exaggerating about the experiences you should have is getting ridiculous. It showed a post of a firm requesting over 5 years of ChatGPT experience when the software only came out last year. This sparked quite a lot of comments saying that at this point, you should just exaggerate or lie on your resume as long as you can prove that you have the expertise in the topic you are lying about. For example, you could say you have 2 years of experience as long as you can prove that you can live up to what is required for the job. As an recent graduate in chemical engineering, I only have half a year of industry training. I have not been getting any offers, and I am getting desperate. I have enough money in my bank account to live 2 more months or else I can't pay rent. I know that my training in school is more than what they are looking for in the position, and I can for sure do the job that's required. So instead of putting down half a year of work experience, I put down 1. I have already sent out the resume to several companies, and since then, I have been getting interviews. However, I now have to live with the guilt of lying. After a week of living with the overwhelming guilt, I changed my resume back. I need to lay everything out here as a confession. It was wrong of me. And now all I could do is to be honest from now on. So you rounded up. I mean this in the nicest way possible. You need to grow a pair. Entry-level jobs are almost all fake it till you make it, and by the time your resume is longer you will be rounding everything. Go get that job. I'm gonna be honest. Most people lie on their resumes. You are not alone. Don't be honest, they don't deserve it. You're supposed to lie on your resume. These schmucks won't hire you otherwise. You gotta get used to it. I had to learn this via a long streak of unemployment for being too honest the same day I started. Lying was the same day I started getting interviews. They didn't ask any questions either, even though I definitely prepared responses. I wouldn't feel bad at all. I've seen a lot of postings that have a 1-to-1 equivalent for relevant job experience and schooling for entry-level jobs. So if you just got out of school, how the heck are you gonna have 3-5 years of experience in your field? Technically you do, because you have 4 years of schooling, assuming a 4 years degree was required in that field. Fuck them. Don't lie to loved ones. Place employment is not a loved one. This conscience will hold you back in your career. Cut that shit out now. I've covered years worth of employment gaps. Made up manager experience. Had my friends pose as ex-bosses from Made Up feeling guilty for surviving. Like you said, they are asking for impossible things, so give them impossible resumes. If you have the skills. You have the skills, and it's very commonplace for people to lie with those kinds of things, and employers are either too dumb and won't realize or know what they are doing and are trying to weed out the people who aren't go-getters. Fake it till ya make it is the name of the game these days. I have so many lies on my resume and I've yet to be caught. Stop being a pussy about it. Fuck companies. Get the money and live your best life. Change your resume back to the one getting responses. If you know companies are lying, exaggerating, and you know your competitors are lying on their resume, then you're a fool not to play the game. You gotta take the rose-colored glasses off if you want to survive corporate America. Nobody else is playing by the rules well. The fools are. I told a company I had 3 years of experience in the trade I'm in when I had 1 field experience and 1 school, and it did not bother me one bit. I've used college classes as industry experience. It's something my professors and grad professors told us to do. You have the experience. So does it matter if it's industry experience? Use it to your advantage. I respect and appreciate the guilt about lying. I love that you have a moral compass. Companies don't feel bad about lying to applicants though. It happens all the time. I think in the business world it's called embellishing. You're also told to sell yourself. We all know very little truth actually lies in marketing. Look at commercials. Think of your resume as your written commercial. What will it take for them to purchase you? Good for you. Fuck 'em. Don't feel bad. You're only going to be a number to them anyways. It sounds like integrity is a huge part of who you are. I think it's great that you reverted your resume back to what it used to be. I would suggest apply to a job in a similar field or a position in relation to your degree and go from there. Something to hold you off until you can land your dream job. Try doing some volunteer work or even personal projects and throwing that on your resume. Everyone lies on their resume at least a little bit. Tears of joy. Don't feel bad, pal. Get the job. Worry about the guilt later. Change it back. Not everything in life works well with complete honesty, and you can bet your ass other people stretch their truths even more. Quit being a pussy and play the game. Get paid. Fake it till you make it, homie. Lie on your resume. If you can back it up, it literally could not matter less. There are people who actually have the experience that aren't worth shit. What do you think is worse? Relax. Genuine question: how do you lie in a way that is believable? If you get an interview, when they ask where you worked and how long, with which company, what do you say? You do what you have to do to survive, my friend. My boyfriend lied on his resume about being a chemical, got an interview at NASA. Employers lie all the time. Why can't you? My resume has more lies than a session of Congress. Bro, if I was in your shoes, I'd put 3 years because I love lying, especially when the playfield is already unfair towards okay bro LMAO. Most everyone lies on resume. Yeah, do what have to get not so bad. Hell, all the politicians lie. Some biggest make it to be president. I lied about cooking to get a job in a bar as a cook. 5 years later, I bought the joint, ran it for 19 years and sold it for literally 10 times what I paid for it. Don't feel bad. Simply save up $100 and pay the one-time fee to register an LLC in your name. Acme Media. Pay yourself exactly $1 to that business bank account each year to show a profit being made. This prevents the state from closing your business out as a hobby. Then use that job to fill in any gaps at any time. I put that I am a managing partner, been doing it for 10 years now. Never fails. This is so weird. Our confessions has turned into a place where there are no good confessions. I don't mean to put you down, op, but this is something kinda childish to be upset about. Really? Lying on a resume has you spiraling with guilt. I feel like everyone on here is 10. 'Cause the next worst one you'll see is I stole a chocolate bar from Walmart when I was 2. I'm 45 and still living with the guilt. I think I have to leave this sub. I may be too old for the target audience. As you know, you can do the job well. I wouldn't care about lying. Don't worry about it, lol. So many people do this. Hell, Make it 1.5 years.